One of the things that I do day in and day out of marriage couples counseling is identifying old phrases that interfere with present day communication. It's something that makes me feel really good that I'm able to discover these old phrases and interpret to the couple today. She may say something like, well, he thinks that no matter what I do, it's never good enough. And he says, I have never said that to you. And she insists that he has. And he insists that he has not. Well, that's a definite cue that whatever she's saying comes from her past, and she's putting it on him, thinking, believing, that he is actually thinking that about her or saying it to her. No matter what you do is never good enough is a phrase a lot of us got in our childhood. And sometimes our parents said it to us because they thought it would help us become even better than we were. So you take a child that runs a track meet and does very well, and the parent says, you could have done better. That's a message that no matter what I do, it's not good enough. And this saying can be very destructive, even though it's meant well. So we remember these sayings from our childhood, and they get into conversations in the future that are not meant to be. I mean, when she says, you're saying that no matter what I do, it's not good enough, and he says, I never said that, then this is evidence that she's bringing it from her past. This is just one example. There are hundreds of these examples, depending on who we're talking about. So this is not something you can find in a book or have friends tell you about or coworkers. You have to get this from a professional marriage couples counselor who sits and listens to your conversations and perhaps your arguments to discover what the phrases are. You can't do it yourself. Yes, you have to pay your money to a professional counselor because he or she is necessary in order for you to have a better marriage. This is part 2 of the video series that I promised you having to do with marriage couples counseling necessary. The third one will have to do with personality conflicts. So keep an eye out for this. It will be video number 3.